wait until later in the day to do these and for the market to close, but we're about 20 minutes away from market close. I'm probably not going to trade anymore today. If I do, it's definitely going to be after this video, and I'm probably just not going to trade for the rest of the day because I everything that I was looking for already happened. And that's pretty much what we're going to talk about. And then we're going to go ahead and look at my trades for the day and look at my grade for the day off of today's trades. So real quick, if you look at the SPY here, we hit 752.40 on the high today. It's still trading at 751.810. My targeted price for the SPY was 751.30 at the highest height, and I wanted it to reclaim 745.70, which it did. I missed most of the move. That's why I'm saying today was like a mad day. If we look at SPX, we hit 75.51, and my outlook on that for today was 755.50. And so we had a lot of movement today, a lot of predicted movement today. If I had been in the right space at the right time, I would have capitalized. But we're not going to go ahead and beat a dead horse. I know what I did wrong. I woke up late. I didn't set an alarm on my phone. And this is where we say proper preparation prevents poor performance. With that being said, here's the good. The good is that the watch list was good, right? I was right with my decision making and with my prediction. The names that I chose, SPY, SPX, QQQ, Tesla, Apple, Nvidia, SoFi, all were green today. They all went up. If you look right here, every single one of them is green. That's what I expected. The bad is I had some good plays, but I sold out of my winners too early. Pretty much every single contract that I took today went green. Every single one went green. Some of them, what it is I had one QQQ call that went to -90, and I sold just to follow the rules, and it reversed and went back to at least $50 higher, I want to say $66 higher than where I bought in at. So do better. One, wake up on time. Two, just trade one or two items at a time. I traded 4 different tickers today. And really the bad thing is with waking up late, the ugliest part of it all is I got to see the market keep running before I got in it and after I got out. But with the fact that I didn't get in it when it started, I didn't want to try and hope for it to keep extending. So I was late to QQQ, and I let my emotions and my frustration catch up to me. You feel me? I was a little frustrated that I got in late, and then I was frustrated when I seen them going down. And so as soon as I seen recovery, I took $27, $12, $10. Like, that's little money when every single contract went up $40, $50. And my goal on the day was $50. So tomorrow I'm going to wake up on time. I'm going to start smaller and no emotional entries. And then to review my trades for today, I gave myself a little report card, and it's not the best, but it's not the worst. So I had a 95% in prep and watch list because my watch list was spot on. Everything pretty much followed exactly what I had written down. My market direction was also spot on. Everything was green, and all my setups were pretty clean. They were within range. They were above the VWAP. They were above the 20-day EMA and the 250-day EMA. If I took anything that wasn't, it's because I saw the break of the 20-day EMA and decided that I was going to see how far could we ride that break down. Now, the reason my risk control is a C+ is because I did have this QQQ call right here that went to -$90. That shouldn't have happened. But at the same time, part of the reason it wasn't such a bad thing is because it recovered, which means my overall direction was right. My entry was early. I should have bought it when it was $1.05 and rode it back up to above $2. But with the fact I woke up late, I saw that QQQ was running. I tried to get in before it retested and cooled off. I should have waited for the cool off and then looked for a re-entry. And that's why my risk control was poor, because I risked too much of the downside with this one. This was over 30%, which is my rule, 30%. And then exit discipline is a C minus because yes, I did make profit here, but this contract went from 370 to 970. So that's $600 worth of upside I cut myself out of just because I was trying to recover and make up for this loss here. Whereas if I had taken my time, I never would have even gotten in this. And I could have gotten this at a better price because right after I bought, this contract went to like 270. So I was right. My prediction was right. My timing could have been way better. And then with this contract here, within the same 30 seconds, it went from 96 cent to $1.27. So that's a whole $43 worth of a move I cut myself out of. Oh, just between these three alone, I would have had $1,000 day if I had just held on, as opposed to a roughly break even day. And that's why my overall score is a C plus because I prepared for what to do. My direction was right and I took the right setups. I just waited too long to cut the first bad trade. And overall, that ultimately kept my account down. So my overall capture of profit today was a D plus. I'd give it an F for real. If it's not for the fact that I ended green, I would have gave it an F. And so what the takeaway is telling me is that my direction is real, my reads are real. It says I have an edge. I never felt like I had an edge. I felt like I knew how to read the market, which is, I guess, having an edge. So SPY was validated in the upside. The SPX breakout was structured, it was there. And QQQ reclaimed what I wanted it to reclaim. I'll go ahead and pull up the watch list really quick so you can see that I'm not just telling you I was right, but you can see that I actually had called this shit. So I wanted Tesla to hold 404. And then I knew if it could hold 404, we could go to 420. Last I saw Tesla, it was at 419. And it went as low as 390 today. So once it recovered 404, what did it do? It continued to 412 and past that, right? Apple, same thing. I knew that if it could hold 309, we could get 312. At one point today, Apple was 313. SoFi, same thing. I knew if we could hold 1880, we could see $20. It hit above 1980, I believe. I think it went to 1990, and it's now still trading around $18. So all three of these I called. I know Nvidia was at 156 or 196 as well. So like all of this upside, I was prepared for, and I didn't capitalize on it. That's why my overall grade is a C plus, maybe a B minus, because I didn't take an L today. I just didn't capitalize as much as I could. As I said, this QQQ call went to $500. This SPY call went to 127, and this SPX call went to 970, and they might have gone better. So just 970 plus 500 is $1,400 alone right there. Just let that sink in. $1,400 got away from me because I didn't hold on. But I'm not tripping on it. And Tesla, it confirmed that 404 level continued. So everything was strong. I'm not going to beat myself up about it. I'm just going to wait and see where the markets close today so I can get an idea of what to expect for tomorrow. And tomorrow we capitalizing, baby. It look like we got a little head and shoulders for me here. It's not the cleanest, but it is for me. Um, but yeah, with that being said, wake up on time, set an alarm. I'm setting 3 alarms. I'm not letting this happen again. I can't. I can't spend way too much time learning how to do this to not capitalize on what I learned how to do.